Hello and welcome to lesson 3, where we are going to dive into kindness at home, specifically raising kinder siblings. Now, before we go into this, I want to look back a little bit because we've gone from where we're unsure and we're just surviving the day and we're really don't know if we're doing everything right to get our kids to be kind. We talked about connecting with them, and then we're moving into understanding the basics of what to do every day, how to create the success for our kids. We've talked about proof of love activities, pouring into them so they feel filled up and loved, building that strong family identity so they want to be in our home, they like being here, setting clear expectations. These are our family values, these are our rules, we are kind, this is just how it is. And the basics is talking about it and modeling for them and how we interact with them and praising them every chance we get for their kindness. We're relentlessly consistent. We're constantly talking about it, broken record status, so that they know that this is what we expect. This is just what we do. We're using the think method when we start to hear some of this mean talk back and forth, and we know that we're setting them up for success. Now, I want to say to you, as you move forward, you can always go back and start back at the basics again, or go back and really focus in on the groundwork. Get those proof of love activities in. Maybe the week got away from you, the day got away from you. Life is crazy. Go back. When your kids are acting extra snarky or mean or nasty, go back. Pour into them. Figure out their love language. Do more of those activities. Spend more time talking about it and praising even the smallest acts of kindness to get them back on the right track. So now we're ready to really dive into specifically sibling relationships. And before we go into this lesson, I need to set it up a little bit and warn you, this is one of the hardest parts of raising kind kids. It's getting them to be kind to their siblings. It's just one of those things that makes it really, really hard for our kids for a couple of reasons. One, for us, we're parenting each kid and getting them to be the best versions of themselves and helping them with their homework and making sure that they're emotionally secure and incredible. But then we also have to parent their relationship and how they interact with each other and how they talk to each other and how they help and interact with each other in positive ways. So we have 3 things going on if we have 2 kids. If you have 3 or more kids, you're parenting each of their individual relationships and then their relationship when they're all together. It can get overwhelming. It feels like a lot. This is why people say it's not double the work when you have a second baby, it's triple the work. This is why we're parenting their relationship, but it's crucial that we do it so we set them up to have positive relationships with each other. Here is another reason why raising kind siblings is one of the hardest parts about raising kind kids. Our kids are usually on their best behavior when they're out in the world. They know what to do. They know what's expected of them at school. They follow the rules. They're so kind. They come home and they dump. They let their hair down and they dump on us. They dump on their siblings because they know we're a safe space. This is a normal behavior and it's totally okay. In fact, it's actually great because that means that they feel safe. They don't have to put on a special show for you. We tend to get the brunt of it as moms, and siblings get the brunt of it. And we can walk them through how to kind of release some of that energy from being out in the world without dumping on the people that love them. The other reason why this part is super hard for us parents is because we tend to tie our self-worth to our kids' behaviors. And this is especially true with how they treat each other. So we can sometimes get embarrassed by how they're acting towards each other. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing this. We can get mad and frustrated and hurt that they're doing it to each other. Sometimes we even have the self-doubt. We let it creep in. Oh my God, am I a bad parent? Like, I don't know how to do this. I get it. It feels crummy when our kids are nasty to each other and when they're constantly bickering or teasing or poking or just being mean to be mean. It is disheartening. I get it. So that's why I've dedicated an entire lesson to just sibling relationships. So as we're going through, a couple things I want you to just keep in mind. Remember, all behavior is communication. So when they're being nasty with each other, something is going on. They need something. We're going to figure out what it is. Also, when they're going for it and their siblings are being just yuck and it's kind of a tornado in your home, remember to stay calm. The calmer you are, the quicker it will de-escalate. Also, you need to know sibling squabbles and the back and forth, it's normal. A certain amount of it is normal. They don't need to be mean and hurt each other and bully each other and tease and pick on each other. that is not normal and we can change that behavior. But a certain amount of sibling back and forth, that's part of it. They're living in a tight space. They're sharing things that they probably don't want to share, like a bedroom space or a bathroom or you. So we can set them up so there's less of the jealousy and the need for the bickering, but know that some of it, a small portion of it, is normal. The other thing that's really helped me with sibling relationships, and I read this somewhere and it said, don't be a referee. You don't need to choose sides and figure out who's winning and who's losing. Be more of a sportscaster. So as we're going through this, I see that this is happening and it's not okay in our family. Here's how we're gonna change it, or what do you think we can do to change it? I noticed that this is not being a kind sister. You're not doing kind sister choices. You're not being a kind brother right now. I'm gonna help you fix that. So we're just labeling the behavior again, praising the great when we see it, labeling the unkind stuff so that you know this is unkind, this is not allowed in our house, but not taking sides, not pitting one. Well, your brother's always kind. How come you're not kind? We're not doing any of that. Your brother was so nice to you. How come you're not being nice back? We're not doing any part of that. So that's how we're going to be moving forward. And we're going to start in the next module, which is all going to be about creating this positive sibling relationship, this positive sibling bond, so that they want to be together. They want to play together. They want to engage and interact. And when they're adults, they'll go to each other and want to lean on each other and go to each other for support. I'll see you in there.